See here, I'm just spreading it out with my feet. You can get a shovel or whatever, but you need to whack this down. So just go along, stomp it down. Okay, so here you can see I've got my straight edge. I've started screeding some of this off. You just simply slide this backwards and forwards like that until you end up with some really flat, well compacted, smooth sand. You can get this stuff off the back with a trowel. Just hold your trowel flat onto the sand, scrape that off. Alright, so you can see I've got some sand in there. I've stomped on it, I've screeded it off. I've used the screed, sliding it backwards and forwards and packing it down. And my sand is really nice and flat now. Got all that sand away from the back of the wall, where our first joint will be. Okay, now it's time to lay the first border. So you can look at your resource now, or the couple of pictures that have accompany this little video. You're going to lay that back border first. I'll show you how to do that. So I've gone and got my pavers from behind that curved wall. Got a pallet of pavers. These pavers measure 50mm high, 115 wide, 230 long. So they're 230 long like a brick, only they're 115 wide instead of 110 wide, because there's no joints in between these bricks or these pavers when they're laid. We don't have, just about a 1mm joint. Okay, so now I've just put down 12 pavers. Just set them down gently on the packed sand. Don't have to hit them down, just sit them into place. I'm going to put my trowel in between each joint now, just so I've got about 1mm, the thickness of the trowel for a joint. So whenever I've done paving on sand, I like to get my trowel in between the pavers, just to allow for a little bit of room, just in case they change in size. That's all I do. Just spread them out so you can get your trowel in between them, like that. Yeah? And same for the back joint. If it's up against the house, you might want to leave about 5 or 6mm there. You might want to cork that. You might want to leave it as an expansion. It just depends on the situation. But for here at the school, we'll just have it, same, about a trowel thickness away from the wall. Yeah? Okay. So I'm just going to make sure they're all got about a joint in between them, a mil in between them. Okay, so I've got about the thickness of my trowel in between all of those 12 headers. And because they do vary in width and length just a little bit, you can see there's a bit of a gap. I've just got the straight edge on my level on the inside. I'm going to make sure they're all straight through there. Okay, so I've just moved them all out so they're all touching the level now. Got a nice straight edge, and the straight edge is on the inside, not the outside. You can see the discrepancy in the bricks through the back here, up against the wall. That's okay, it's all going to get filled with sand. Alright, so that's the first border done, so that's the back border. So I still need some more sand. I'm going to have to stomp on that and screed it off. Now I'm going to screed off the whole area. So it's 12 headers across, and it's going to be 14 headers deep, which is the same as 6 bricks across, 7 bricks deep. Anyhow, that's the next step. More sand, screed the whole thing off.